Hi, welcome to ABTKids Daily and Teaching Artist Tuesday. My name is Stephanie Chun. I'm an accompanist at the Jacqueline Kennedy Onassis School at American Ballet Theater here in New York, and that means that I play the piano and I provide live music for the students and their ballet classes at the school. This week's theme is Tchaikovsky, and your brief history lesson for today is that he is famous for composing the music for 3 ballets, each of which are in ABT's repertory, and they are Swan Lake, The Sleeping Beauty, and The Nutcracker. And today we're going to be focusing on The Sleeping Beauty. And if you've ever seen Disney's Sleeping Beauty, a lot of that music actually comes from Tchaikovsky himself, which is amazing. In particular today, we are going to focus on a fun music tool that Tchaikovsky used when he composed the Bluebird Pas, which is a dance for the male bluebird and his princess Florine in Act 3. The technique that he uses is called call and response, and chances are really good that you yourself have used call and response in your everyday activities. So if you've ever had a teacher who has clapped a rhythm in class to get your attention, and then without a word, you've been expected to repeat that rhythm back, you've done call and response. If you've ever been to a football game or a baseball game and somebody stands up and shouts hip hip and everyone else in the crowd responds hooray, that is another example of call and response. So getting back to Tchaikovsky and the Bluebird Pas, he used this device so that he could help Princess Florine and the bluebird have a conversation with one another. So when Princess Florine enters the stage, you would hear, and she takes a pause, and she even puts her hands up to her ear to listen for a response. And the bluebird enters. He pauses. Princess Florine takes a second turn. She pauses and listens and waits, and she hears the bluebird. Okay, so this is call and response. And this back and forth happens throughout the dance, and it's a way for the bluebird and Princess Florine to have a conversation. And the music is light and it's airy and it's like 2 birds taking flight. And if you use your imagination, you can even envision the birds fluttering their wings, right, and flying. In the orchestral version, Tchaikovsky adds an extra layer to this call and response by using 2 different instruments to represent the 2 different characters. So for Princess Florine, he uses a flute, and for the bluebird, he uses a clarinet. So right now, I'm going to play the opening of the Pas de Deux on the piano, and let's try and have a listen, and we can see if we can hear the conversation between the 2 characters. Okay, so now let's have a listen together just for a little bit and see if we heard it correctly. So here comes Princess Florine, and she waits and listens, and here's the bluebird. Here's Princess Florine with her call. Response. Okay, So this wraps up our look into Tchaikovsky and his use of call and response. And the next time you're outside and you hear birds chirping or singing, you should try to interpret their conversation and hear what they're saying. Thank you so much for joining me, and stay safe and healthy. Bye.